Welcome to Kohl Outdoors Live. Don't know if anyone's in here yet, but we're going to get started anyways. So let's take a look at the questions for the week and then move on into other things. So I've had some questions. Everyone knows I am Derek Kohl Outdoors, and I live in Michigan. I live in northern Michigan, and I absolutely love living up here. It's got more lakes and everything than anywhere else I've ever been. It's got some of the best fishing. So northern Michigan is where it's at. So let's get to the questions. I only picked about 5 questions to answer this week. I answered so many last week that I'm tired of answering questions. Do I ever ice fishing? Yes, I ice fish. I will be doing a lot of ice fishing on this channel in the next coming weeks, and it's going to be a lot of fun. Okay, another question I got from a viewer was, are there bass present where there's pike? And usually no. Usually if you catch some pike, you're not going to find the bass in the same area. And my next question, which I chose to answer this week, is how do you attach a worm to the line? And there's a couple different techniques for doing this. You can do it Carolina rigged, Texas rigged, Racky rigged. And you can do the Racky rigged with the drop shot, works amazing. And so does hooking it through the nose. It really depends on how fast you want it to sink and how you want it to look while it's going down. So in the last couple of questions I'm going to answer this week is going to be when the water is cold, should I kill the bait? And this really depends on what the fish want. More than likely, killing the bait is going to give you an advantage because the fish are a lot more inactive, and by being dead, they'll stay in that strike zone a lot longer, and it actually looks like the dying mineral that they are actually eating. But killing it in some of the winter patterns has its advantages over not. So now that we have the questions out of the way, let's have some fun. In the chat box here, we can actually chat here. Another thing which we are going to do today is we are going to look at maybe setting up something interesting next week. I know a lot of channels would like to get some support and want me to announce them on here. I am going to do you one better. I'm going to set up something which I'll figure out how I'm going to do it throughout the week, and I'll put up a video later where by being a member of my Facebook group and here will allow you guys to be able to communicate, maybe call into the live show next week, and we'll see how many content creators I can get in here next week, and we'll actually have you guys on the phone and have you guys interact with the people on my channel, and it'll be nice and cool. Hi, Ace. How you doing, Ace? So this is going to be a lot of fun, and I'd like to set up my ice channel to go live one day, sometime this winter, where you can actually be out on the ice live with me, which I'm working on figuring out what technology I need to do that. So we have some cool things coming up, and I want to see if there's people in the area who are interested in doing a actual ice fishing tournament, and we'll figure out the details to that later if there's anyone interested. If there are people interested in doing an ice fishing tournament up here, let me know in the comments. We'll figure out prizes and everything based on how many people are interested in doing one. So this is going to be a lot of fun. And as for skills for this setup here today, I want to talk to you guys about setting up something for everyone around. So what kind of skills would you like me to go into in future shows? Would you guys like me to go into exactly how to do stuff? You guys want me to focus more on techniques? You want to see more hunting? We are going to see more ice fishing. Do you want to see more species? You want more tips from more species besides bass? let me know in the comments to this, and I'll see what I can put together for you guys. Okay, when am I going fishing? Anytime you want to go out ice fishing with me, let me know. I'll take you out. No problem. I need some ice for him first. Right now, we got probably like a quarter inch to a half inch, which is not very good for ice fishing. Can't really get a bait in the lake either, so it makes it really hard. So it's coming. Let's see here. There's no ice left. Oh, Cedar Lake had ice when I drove by it tonight. And I hope ice develops again. It's in that strange time of year when ice comes, it goes, it comes, it goes. And I think we're heading for a deep freeze in the next couple of weeks. It looked like that, like in the weather, anyways. So I'm gonna stay here and communicate with you guys for about 7:30. So keep asking questions and stuff you want answered in here, and I'm actually gonna interact with you guys this evening. Oh, thanks, ice fishing. Yeah, we're gonna go fishing. We're gonna go ice fishing here shortly, as long as we get some ice. As for doing some bank fishing or getting out on the water right now, it's touch and go. A lot of places have ice on the lakes, but I want to get out and I want to do some fishing. Yeah, so I know the format of my shows is changing a little bit. It's going to be a lot less movement because I'm moving way too much when I'm making my videos. I'm doing something about that in the next couple days. The way I film these, because I put something out every single day, is I'll sit down and I'll film 7, 8, 9, 10 videos in a 1 day span, and then I'll put one up a day. So my quality is going to go up a little bit when I get to the end of this batch, which is going to be very soon. So we'll see what happens. But I spent a lot of time doing the content for this. I don't have no tackle right here next to me. I wish I did. I have to go out to the truck. But the content should get better too. We're gonna sit down. I'm gonna go through how to set ice fishing stuff up next week. We're gonna actually go out and check some ice if I can find some. If there's ice. According to Cyrus, there's no ice anymore. But I know when I drove by Cedar Lake today, it was froze over. I'm gonna go out to Indian Lakes, a couple other places. Go take down my blind. Check some of the waters I know out there, because when you have thin ice, you really need to know the waters and how the currents are going through there. So I want to stick to places I know. I'm gonna go out and check Oklahoma Pond to see if there's any ice left on the shallows there. Yeah, I know it's down in the 20s tonight, I think. So I'd really like to get us out on Indian Lakes and go catch some crappie. And that lake freezes over pretty quickly, so I'm gonna go out and check that ice. I'll bet you it might have an inch or two on there. Need good 4 inches before I'll go out on the ice. I'm getting too old to fall through. Go out and catch some crappie and pike, some bluegill and perch. Love to go bass fishing, but this time of year it's really hard to get into the fish in this area, anyways. They're almost like dormant. But Storm Grass is great. When you see me out there, hey, how's it going, Grant? Yeah, I'm sure there's fish up in Van Etten Creek. It's just that's just another hard one to get up to, unless you're talking about going up and pulling up behind the dam and fishing in there. I might be able to try that. We'll see what's going on. Oh yeah, falling through is no fun. I've fallen through the ice a few times. And that's why I want 4 inches. And then I'll only go on places I really know. What I'd like to do at some point this year is set up where I'm fishing a different lake a week and setting up like 4 or 5 videos through the week of you guys watching me fish that lake, which would be nice. And you'll see me fish a lot of different lakes that way. And now I'm trying to talk my wife into going up to the UP, the Upper Peninsula, where I think they have some safe ice and doing some taping up there, but it's hard for her to get time off work, so we're working this one out because I'm itching to get out there and do some fishing. When it, I need to go down to the bait shop and see if there's any salmon or trout in the actual river, and maybe I can get into those, maybe do some fly fishing. But as slow as it's been around here, I'm not hearing about anyone catching any fish in the river, actually. Actually, at some point this year, I'm going to show you guys how to, when you fall through the ice, to get out. I'm actually going to go out there, fall through the ice, and get out for you guys. And that's going to be nice and cold. And whenever I hit 1,000 subscribers, I'm going to jump in the river. Ontario, that would be absolutely great. I'd love to go out there. Yeah, I'm also, if I hit 1,000 subscribers before the end of December, I'll jump in the El Salvo River. Now it'll be cold with the as cold as that river is. I'll do something for you guys if I hit 1,000 subscribers. Where were you at in Ontario, Ace? Yeah, so it's just a lot of stuff going on. I'd love to get my young boy for a huge huge walleye, a pike out there this year. There'll be 2 in January, and I'd like to have him pull in a fish bigger than him. At that age, all you do is you set the hook, give him the line, and tell him to run. Hope the fish don't pull him back. Oh, that sounds like a lot of fun. Well, did you catch up there? Yeah, I'm up north. In northern Michigan, waiting on ice. If I was down south, it'd be nice. I'd have some nice warm temperatures down there. I spent time at East Tennessee State University when I worked on my master's degree there, and I'd get out and fish all year long. Me and a few of my friends, we'd get in the car and we'd go down to Georgia, North and South Carolina, did some fishing in Florida. Really nice bass fishing. I really enjoyed doing that. Okay, I know it's Southern Illinois. I've driven through there a few times. I'd love to go down there and fish. As soon as I get the kayak, I think I'm going to try to take some trips around here and fish some of the actual tournaments, kayak tournaments in this area. So we're going to see what goes on there. And that would be something that I really want to see how it's like. Oh, that is so much fun. I'd love to go up there and fish for those species. The smallies are especially fun up in Ontario. The muskie is a hard fish to catch. I think I've only caught one in my lifetime. I've really tried hard. I know it's like 10,000 casts to one fish, and I get bored of making all the casts along those high percentage areas and seeing all the big largemouth and smallmouth blowing up at my bait. I start just fishing for them. Hi, VA Master. How you doing? Just kind of hanging out with you guys. I already answered the questions for the week. Yeah, guys, come on. When you have a possibility, ask me questions so I have more stuff to cover. I let you guys direct the way that this goes. Yeah, this is absolutely awesome. I love interacting with my viewers and the people who come to my channel. Oh yeah, that would be absolutely fun. 26 pounds muskie, but that had to be what, 51 inches, I'm guessing, 52 inches. But I did the math right, it's 1.3 pounds per inch. So, yeah, well, 56 inches. Okay, that was close. That would be absolutely great. I've got some huge pike though. Up here we have huge pike. And we do have muskie in the waters. So that is another thing which this summer I'm going to do. This summer I'm going to get out and I'm going to try to do at least one fishing video a day, post it up. But a lot of those is going to be I'll go out on the water, fish for 8 to 12 hours one day. Oh, that's cool. I want to go out and I want to spend about 6 to 8 hours in one day, make like 8 or 9 videos, and so I'll post that my fishing tips, which that format changing a little bit because I'm gonna get if I'm not moving as much. I'm gonna actually I'm gonna sit in a chair, something, because all that movement I do is just making it for you guys don't hear me right and it don't look good. And I'm learning as I go. I mean, this is the first time I've ever really made videos, so it's a work in progress. So if you're just joining with us, I see we just got 4 members. We're just having a discussion here of what's going on. So we have a lot of things coming for this channel, and it's going to be a lot of fun. I see myself fishing quite a bit this next summer, and I want to take you guys along. I'd love to do live out there, but a lot of the lakes in my area, the state, will have cell phone coverage. So if we start looking at it from that way, that we don't have a lot of cell phone coverage, it makes it extremely hard to be live on the lakes. And I would absolutely love to take these out and be live on a lake. I'm going to try to set up something to the ice shanty. I got to find a lake that has decent coverage and set up some live video there. I think that would absolutely be great if I could have a live video of you guys watching me fish. We're going to do a lot of chasing flags. Yeah, I know it would be awesome, but finding the cell phone coverage is extremely hard up here. I've been trying to do it, especially if you want to fish one of the lakes which don't have that much on pressure. I know I want to get out and I want to check Reed Lake and some of these other smaller lakes, and it's like 3-mile walk out in the middle of the woods to even get to the lake. And which will be, if I can get out there and fish, I mean, there's trout in there and there's some decent pike and stuff out in those lakes. And they're not heavily fished because it's no way to drive out there, and it's 3 miles. But the smaller lakes, pieces of water too, so that allows them to freeze a little faster than some of these bigger lakes. But I'm trying to think right now of places where I can set up, have cell phone coverage, and set you guys up and say and take you out there fishing with me live, which I think would be absolutely awesome to have on my channel. If anyone in here has any ideas how you can do it, I'd love to hear it, because that's something which I'd love to be able to do. Does anyone know how to set up a live stream from out there? I mean, if we don't have cell phone service, I have no clue what to do. And if you guys have any questions right now, you can ask me in the actual comments over here, and I will answer them. But this is actually quite a productive show. I like to interact with you guys. Yeah, I know to record it, but having some, I don't see that many other people doing actual live shows from the shanties or boats, and it makes some absolutely great coverage for the YouTube thing, and it kind of put me on a little different perspective of other YouTubers. Yeah, I know a lot of the actual kayak bass tournaments don't come to this area because a lot of their technology I do is through the cell phones taking a picture of the fish and uploading it, and it just don't work. Oh, the duck hunting is absolutely great. I'd love to actually go out and do some duck hunting. Maybe next year. Our season up here is actually pretty short. You must be down south where they have a little longer season. But I think Reed Lake is gonna be. I think I'm gonna go out and check that. I think that might have a place where it might be froze over. It's a probably what 25, 30 acres. Yeah, it's been a long time since we were kicking ass on the soccer field together. Our team is no longer anywhere close to what they used to be. Us old guys could go out there today and we could beat the young guys. Well, since I've been out of the army, I remember I got hit by an IED and I hurt my neck and back pretty bad, and I actually got retired from the army for that, and I actually have VA disability, and it's been a lot of work, and it my channel seems to be growing the way I want it to grow, and if you guys have not joined you my Facebook page yet, you need to. Somehow, I think we're gonna set up something where you can contact me through there. And next week, I'm actually gonna let you guys call in to this show, and we're gonna have a actual conversation on the phone. We're gonna talk about some different fishing techniques. The content, and I'm gonna have that giveaway coming up in the next few weeks. I'm still deciding exactly how to do that with closing in on 200 members, which is going to be in the next couple days. I'm not real sure how to do the giveaway because if I have 400 or 500 people sitting asking me questions, this show's going to be 6 hours long with me doing nothing but flipping through pages answering questions. I don't know why they stopped making Uncle Josh pork rinds. Those were actually pretty good. It's been a long time since I had one of those. So, who all, who all here would be interested in doing that ice fishing tournament? I think it'd be absolutely fun to try to get people up there. Oh, yeah, I know they were. I don't know if I have any of those or not in my old tackle. I have a lot of older tackle. You have to go through boxes and boxes of stuff. Yeah, I know. I'm trying to figure out how to do it, and once I figure out how to do that, I'm definitely gonna do it. I'm definitely gonna do a few of those ice fishing lives with you guys. Even though I hope they don't turn to these boring things where you're sitting there waiting for flags or something to bite, because that can get. I've had days when I've been ice fishing and a front or something moves in, and I sit there for 7, 8 hours and get nothing. Yeah, $20 a bottle. That's worth it if it's gonna catch you fish, especially if you're fishing in a tournament. They actually find this YouTube stuff. It's not like fishing. You have to sit up there and throw your lines in and see what bites and what doesn't. And it's all a learning process. So Ace, when are you coming back to Michigan? I know you're going to Southern Indiana. Oh yeah, that'd absolutely be awesome. That's absolutely awesome. I've done that before. Of setting up the tip up inside the shanty, carving out a actual spearing hole and putting and rigging up the tip up where it falls down into falls down too close to just underneath the ice and having to come up there and nailing them. When I say, yeah, that's why I'm going to make you give me a number and I'm going to call you. Think I know how to. I think I know how to set that up. Yeah, Battle Creek's a little drive away from here, but 4.5 hours. So it's a little hike for me to go down to Battle Creek. Which I guess with this kayak, I've only found like 4 different kayak circuits in Michigan, and it's all going to be a long drive. But I'll have a lot of fun doing it. Yeah, I wouldn't use a jig pole. I use a tip up. I set it up in the shanty on the way up high, and I just dangled a minnow down below the ice. Those pike, when they coming through, they actually don't ever look down. They're always looking up, and that's the trick to catching pike is making sure that you're putting the bait above them because they'll come up from underneath and they'll smash it. Oh, we'll see. I need to get some GoPros. That's what I'm going to get some waterproof GoPros and set something up where I can put the camera right down into the lake because they're nice and waterproof. I also know they make decoys that have cameras on them. Yeah, you have to get the solar. Yeah, they do. But me and my brother have actually done it before, where we've uh, actually had the pike come up underneath the shanty without them swimming out of view. So it would take a lot of patience to get it done. But another thing you can do is set up a decoy and jig a decoy down there, and sometimes the fish will come in on those. So it's doable. It's very very doable, and it would be a very interesting thing to try. And but the thing is trying to get a place where my cell phone's going to work out there. There's a lot of times my cell phone, even though it just doesn't have the kind of coverage it needs on the river. See, I need to get all the way up to my 3G and not just that one little tiny bar working. Yeah, probably could. Oh yeah, that would absolutely be a lot of fun. Yeah, another thing to think about is it's no longer anything like it used to be when we were in school. The river has slowed down a lot. The salmon just aren't present like they used to be. But it would absolutely be killer to get this skier out in the lake. Yeah, my young one here is trying to get into the. Do I use electronics? Not usually. Usually I don't bother with electronics. A lot of the lakes I already know, and I always use these topographical maps. So I use these topographical maps right here, which is an absolutely awesome set of maps they have where I can actually see the depth of the lakes. And then you go out there and I drill a bunch of holes and you look down for the where the hydraulic has died away. And because they don't, hydraulic really don't die, it kind of goes through like a green moss. It allows you to put a little green flooring on the bottom of the lake. And that allows you an idea of where to set up because that's where your bait fish are going to be present. And when you get the bait fish present on top there, you actually end up with the whole entire food chain. So a lot of times the lakes up here are clear enough. You lay down, you can see down to the bottom, and you can actually just set up on top of where the fish will be. Hey, how you doing? That's that. Then do I use tubes, tube baits when I'm ice fishing or when I'm out on the lake. Yeah, I know. It'd make it a lot easier to find depths on the lakes if I use electronics, but I just have never used them, and it makes it where I just figure it out what's going on a lot faster when I do that. So right as of right now, the next couple days, we're gonna start the ice fishing series, but we might not be able to get out on the ice. I'm gonna go through and I'm gonna show you how to set up your ice fishing stuff. I'm gonna show you how to check how to go and check your ice to see if it's thick enough to go out and walk on. This is actually something which I've been learning on as I go, and the YouTube channel is, I think, going to take off eventually. Eventually, I think I'm going to have so many people in on these live chats, I'm not going to be able to keep up with you guys. Yeah, tubes are absolutely great baits. I know at least one person here fishes exclusively with them, and I like them too. I like to use them a different way than a lot of people do. I like to use them on a drop shot rig. I can keep them at the same depth, and I can make it come across nice and flow. But you can also use it traditionally as a jig, and you can flip and pitch them. They're absolutely great bait. I will use jigs, but my go-to baits are more along the lines of an actual drop shot rig, some sort of jerk bait, jig, and you can't go wrong with the Rapala. And tubes are something that are absolutely awesome to use. Yeah, okay. But as of right now, those are the plans. Oh, I think I just hit 200 subscribers, guys. That's absolutely awesome. Yeah, well, I like drop shots. I like to flip and pitch them, and it's a different presentation than they used to. One thing which I've never done, and I see a lot of people throwing them, is using the umbrella rigs. I don't know. It seems interesting way to fish. I just haven't tried them. I'm gonna have to try them though. It's a guilty secret. I've never tried an umbrella rig, and I've fished in a lot of places where people use them. Yeah, I'm sure they are. I don't even know if they're legal in Michigan because I think Michigan limits you down to what, 2 hooks on a line, and most umbrella rigs have 6. Oh yeah, the Carolina rig is absolutely. I love using the Carolina rig. I'll use it every once in a while. It really depends on what I'm doing and how I'm fishing that day. As I've said, you have to pay attention to your fish. They'll tell you what they want. You can tell by how hard they strike the line. If you present in the way they want it presented at that time, they were going to hit that so hard it's going to almost yank that rod right out of their hands. And once the spring hits, we're going to hit the ground running this spring. Hopefully by then I have my kayak, because I'm gonna set that up where I have a camera shooting right down on me from 2 different angles, and when I come in at the end of the day, I'm gonna be able to edit this where you can actually see everything I am doing. Plus, I'll probably do a chest GoPro too, so you have to see from this angle and down on me. And I think that'll be a really good setup for getting lots of really nice quality stuff for the channel. So let's see, who do we have here with us? I can't see who we have. I don't know how to do that. Yeah, I want to thank you guys for coming here and spending some time with me tonight. We're going to stay here for about another 5 minutes, and then we're going to sign off. And I want to thank you guys. You guys come in and watch my stuff. And I know some of this is hard to watch. I think anyone who's learning, I think this stuff improves greatly as time goes on. I watched some of my first videos, and they aren't as good as the ones I have now, and they're about to get a lot better. Oh yeah, I'm gonna have to look that one up. Maybe I'll come down there and fish it with you. That would be fun. That'd be a lot of fun to go down there. And it's been a long time since I fished in Virginia. What part of Virginia is that in? Yeah, I've fished Virginia a few times because I lived in Johnson City, Tennessee for 3 years, and I used to venture out all over the place: Virginia, North Carolina, South Carolina, Georgia, Kentucky. So I fished quite a bit of that area, and not really sure where that one's at. I'm gonna have to Google it. Like I said, this is just today's. I'm trying just to interact with you guys and try to leave me some more questions for next week, because the having a lot of questions would be nice to have. And I don't want so many questions like, I mean, that was crazy when I did that giveaway last time, and actually Cyrus run it. Southern Western, Southwestern. What town's that by? Because I've been all over Virginia. Used to spend quite a bit of time there. Farmville. Okay. I don't know if I fished that one or not. I've fished a lot of lakes down in there. But next time I come down that way, maybe we'll hook up and we'll do a whole YouTube video together. So I'll go fishing with you. I think that'd be a lot of fun to go down there and fish with you guys. I'd like to fish with a lot of you guys who are coming in and watching my stuff, because I think it'd be a lot of fun. Maybe I can share some knowledge I have, and you can share some knowledge you have. I've been doing this for I've been fishing for a long time. So I want to thank you guys for coming in today, and I like the way this one felt, this video, this live stream felt, when I actually sat down and interacted with my actual viewers, because I think that's what these live streams are about, is allowing me to interact with you guys. So if you guys would leave me some questions for next week, because I do these live streams every single Monday at 7 p.m. and I'll pick some questions and answer them. And then I think next week we're going to do a little bit of interaction. I'm going to come up with a way for one or two of you guys to call in to talk to me. We'll figure out how we're going to set that up. Make sure you guys go over to Kohl Outdoors on my Facebook. You just type in Kohl Outdoors and then hit join. And when you join Kohl Outdoors, we'll figure out how we're going to do it on there. And you guys can actually go over there, and you guys can private messages me over there, and we'll figure out how to set it up. Oh yeah, I'm sure it's going to explode. I've had a lot of good reviews on what I've done. Yeah, we'll go out and we'll fish. It's going to be a lot of fun. I'm going to try to get down there in the next year. I mean, it's still quite a hike down that way, but it'd be absolutely great. I'm going to go out there and I'm gonna go down there in a kayak and try that. The only problem with leaving crossing state lines is the fishing license fees. They're ridiculous. I wish they'd just do a national fishing license. That would be awesome. You buy one fishing license and you can fish anywhere in the country. But no, you have to go to every state you're fishing. You have to buy a different license. So we're gonna set it up for. Remember to go over to my Facebook page, and let's see if I can pull a link in here for you guys can find it a lot easier. Let's see here. Gotta find my. Okay, here is a link to my Facebook group. And once you join there, we're gonna figure out how to do this, where we can set up our actual call in next week. I think that'd be absolutely great. And when you call in, you can plug your channel. And I think by next week, I'm gonna hopefully be hitting about 300 subscribers, 100 a week. I think is fair. So guys, I'm gonna get off here if I can go spend some time with my family. So remember to keep fishing, have fun, because that is the most important thing when you're fishing is to have fun. Until next time, guys. Later.